Hello everyone, welcome to the next part of the short trick video. So in this class I will tell you how to calculate any day of a date under 10 seconds. Okay. So without wasting the time, let's start with the master class. So the formula behind this, we will use here some steps. For example, you have to find out the day of, let's say 15 August, let's say 1947. So what is the steps you have to follow? You have to write down the date first of all. So let's say here for in this example it is 15, and then the month code that I will tell you what is the codes. Then year code. Year code means whatever year is there, the last two digit you have to consider. Okay, so in this case here 47, and then leap code. Leap code means whatever two numbers you have taken, the last two digit, you have to divide it by 4. Okay, 47 divided by 4. So whatever the quotient you will get, for example here 1 4 is a 4 ones are 4, remainder is 0, then 7, then 4 ones are again 4. Okay, so you don't have to look at the remainder. Quotient is 11, so your leap code is 11 here. Okay, and the century anchor, that also I will tell you. And the final step is we have to add all the value and we have to divide it by 7. Okay, so look at first of all the master code behind this. So you have to memorize these codes just like a phone number: 622-503-514 and 624. So this 6 first digit, that is a code of January, 2 is a code of February, again 2 is code of March, then for April 5, May 0, June 3 and so on. Okay, and these are the codes of the remainder. In the last step we are dividing that sum by 7. So if your remainder is 0, the answer is Sunday. If your remainder is 1, then the answer is Monday. If your remainder is 2, then answer is Tuesday. So let's apply this trick, how it will work. But before that, remember one notice that you have to see. Whenever you are calculating the day of 18th century, you have to add plus 2 in your sum. Suppose you are calculating the 19th century date or 2000 century date. In that case, we don't have to add anything. Okay, but the extra caution is here. Whenever your date is falling in January or February, okay, this is very important point. Whenever the date is falling between or in January or February month, and that year is a leap year. Okay, if the year is leap year and your date is between in January or February, in that case you have to subtract 1 from your sum before dividing 7. Okay, you have to subtract -1 in the sum before dividing 7. So let's start with the example how it works. So for example, let's say we have to find out the day of July 20, 2024. Okay, so the first step is, what is the date here? 20. So you'll write down the date number, which is 20. After that, month is what? July. So July is nothing but the code is 5. Okay, that code I've shown you. So for July month, code is 5. After that, what is the year? Last two digit of the year? 24. So year code is 24. And the last thing is leap code. So how to calculate the leap code? Whatever two digit number we have taken from the last two digit of the year, divided by 4. So 24 upon 4, which is nothing but 6. Okay, and our century, we are calculating 20th century, so we don't have to add anything extra. Okay, so plus 0 means no need to do anything. So what are the numbers? 20, 5, 24 and 6. So all these numbers we have to add up: 20 plus 5 plus 24 plus 6. Okay, and this 0, that is extra. So after adding all this number, we have to divide by 7, then we will get our answer. So look at that. So we can do this thing into two process. One is standard method, means whatever number you are getting, just add all the values, okay, and then divide it by 7. So in this previous example, date is 20, month code is 5, year is 24, leap code is 6, so total addition is 55. So if you divide 55 by 7, so what will get? If you divide 55 by 7, so 7 sevens are 49, so the remainder you will get 6. So in the end we want the remainder only. Okay, so if the remainder is 6, so what is your answer? So we have given in the starting 0 means Sunday, 1 means Monday, 2 means Tuesday, 3 means Wednesday, 4 means Thursday, 5 means Friday, and 6 means what? Saturday. So in this case our answer is Saturday. So this is a standard method, but if you don't want to be your numbers bigger, then you can make it this number to be smaller. Okay, so whichever number is bigger than 7, okay, whichever number is bigger than 7, you can divide it by 7 and write down the remainder. For example, the first number is 20. Okay, so if you divide 20 by 7, so 20 by 7, what you will get remainder? 7 to the 14, so remainder is 6. So note down the remainder only, which is 6. Second number is 5, which is not more than 7, so 5 as it is. Third number is 24, so it is bigger than 7, so divide 24 by 7. Okay, so 7 3s are 21, so remainder is 3. So write down the remainder 3, and the leap code is 6, which is less than 7. So our required numbers are 6, 5, 3 and 6. So add all these numbers. So 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6, that is 20. Okay, now again do it 20 upon 7. So when you divide 20 by 7, 7 to the 14, so remainder is again 6. Okay, so in both the cases answer you will get the same thing exact. So remainder is 6, that means your answer is Saturday. Okay, so this is our question. July 20, 2024. So date is July, date is 20. Then for July month code is 5. Year code, so last two digit of the year, which is 24. If you divide 24 by 4, the quotient is 6. Okay, and century code is 2000. So plus 0 we have to add. So total is 55. And when we divide 55 by 7, okay, 55 by 7, when we divide 7 sevens are 49. So remainder we are getting 6. Remainder is 6, that means our answer is Saturday. Okay, look at the next question. We have to find out the day of October 31, 2023. So date is 31, then month is October. So for October month code is 6. Year code, so last two digit of the year is 23, so year code is 23. Then leap code, so when we divide 23 by 4, okay, so 4 5s are 20, we'll get remainder is 3, but we don't have to see remainder, we have to write down the quotient, which is 5. So our leap code is 5, and we are calculating for 20th century, so we have to add 0. Okay, there is no number. So if we add all these numbers, we'll get total is 65. Now the final step, 65 divided by 7. So when you divide 65 by 7, so 7 nines are, sorry, 7 nines are 63. So we'll get remainder as 2. So for 2 remainder, what is our answer? For 0 it is Sunday, for 1 it is Monday, and for 2 the answer is Tuesday. So correct answer for this question is Tuesday. Next question. We have to find out the day of September 9, 2009. So first step, write down the date, which is 9. Then month code. So September, month code is 4. Year code, so last two digit of the year, which is 09. Then when you divide this 9 upon 4, so 4 to 8. Okay, so our quotient is 2, so your leap code is 2. And this 20th century it is, so 0, no need to add anything extra. So if we add all these numbers, we'll get total as 24. The final step, 24 divided by 7. Okay, so 7 3s are 21, so our remainder is 3. So when the remainder is 3, your answer is Wednesday. Okay, look at the next question. We have to calculate the day when was May 25, 1899. So day is 25. Now month code. So for May month code is 0. Year code, so last two digit is 99. So our year code is 99. Then for leap code, we will divide 99 by 4. Okay. So when you divide 99 by 4, so 4 to the 8, 1 will remain, so 19. Then 4 4s are 16. Okay. So our question will be 24. So leap code is 24 year. And this is actually 18th century, so we have to add plus 2 for 18th century. If we add all these numbers, we'll get 150. Okay, so the last step is 150 divided by 7. Okay, so we can do it. 7 to the 14, then 1 is remaining, so 7 1 is 7, so remainder is 3. So when the remainder is 3, your answer is Wednesday. Okay, so this is all about how to calculate within a 10 second. So this is a practice question. Find out the day of Pi Day, 14 March 2025, and New Year's Eve, December 31, 2099. Find out the day of this both the question and comment your answer below. Thank you.